Oh, we're live now. Hi, David.
Hi, we were just talking about the winter summer solstice, and it's going to be the shortest and longest day of the year, depending on your hemisphere.
Well, it's going to be cold. I
It's
know
going to be
that.
cold here, it's going to be raining a lot. So, good morning to you all from Australia.
Oh, gosh. So anyway, I want to say hi to everybody. And Marie Stevens says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. And Shawana, hi, USA, California. Well, you're in my neck of the woods, California. So we're kind of doing pretty good here in Southern California. They said there's three places that you should go to retreat to through this really cold weather that we have coming in. One was Southern California, Florida, and Hawaii. So I'm where I'm at. Marie says hi from Perth.
Perth, Australia, or Perth, Canada? And just on this topic of weather, I feel like it's so much part of the life on our planet, and we are part of the life on the planet, and we are affecting the weather with our consciousness, with our state of being. And I watched Avatar 2 yesterday, which was quite a violent film, and it's incredible achievement. So that was quite exciting, Avatar 2.
Oh, that's right. I did see one. It took me a long time to see that one. I don't know that I'm going to see two. Tell you the truth.
Yeah, look, it's not a great movie. It's I would put it less than the Avatar 1. It's got the same violence, but this time the violence is on the ocean. So there's a lot of ocean aquatic life and beautiful scenes on with sea. So if you like water, then I think there's something there. But it's quite a disappointing. If you look at the content of it, it's pretty disappointing. There's even the way people don't even talk to each other. There's not much script, not much story,
Oh.
and a lot of violence. So much violence. However, some beautiful water scenes.
So Marie's from Australia, Perth, Australia.
Perth, Australia. Well, I've been planning to come for weeks, Marie. I haven't booked my ticket yet. So I'm still in a little bit of indecision, and we can talk about that later. Sometimes we think it's something, but we don't make a proper decision. A decision means you book your flight, go to the airport. That's a decision. So welcome, Marie. That's wonderful. So I think in Perth, it's a few hours behind. So you're early in the morning.
Mm-hmm. I'm reading what Marie's saying. Yeah, we're going to be doing some readings.
So it's hot in Perth. Well, that's great. You're ironing. You're going to have nice, beautiful clothing and laundry. That's fantastic.
It's true. Here, I'll put this up. There we go. Let me put your name down, Marie. Uh, so I'll look at 3 months ahead for you. How's that?
I was just thinking on the topic of laundry that my roommate's been doing the laundry with the dish, the dish. What's it called? The cleaner for the dishwasher.
Dish
The
a dishwasher
dishwashing. The
machine?
liquid. Yeah, no, the
Oh,
liquid.
okay. It'll
Yeah.
be
So
sparkling.
all the dishwashing liquid's been disappearing quickly, and I'm like, oh, I know why.
Here you go. You got a coffee date with Marie if you want
Oh,
to, or
thanks,
if you have
Marie.
time.
Rockingham's, that's quite intimidating. It's very far, very far away. Perth is very
Oh,
spread out, Debbie. So it's like,
oh,
um, like somewhere like Rockingham, it's like an hour and a half drive or something like that. It's quite intimidating.
I'm in California. We drive everywhere. You
But
don't hop on
would you go?
anything.
But would you go an hour or an hour and a half?
Yes. I'd be in Disneyland.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Marie. I always say meet in the middle. Meet in the middle. That's what I say.
There you go. I'm about an hour drive to the snow in the mountains, and I'm about 25 minutes from the Pacific Ocean, maybe 20.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I
we
have
have a
been to San Diego, and it's a beautiful part of the world. And you also look down. You go up on that hill, and you look at Tijuana, Mexico.
Tijuana. Tijuana. Yeah.
Tijuana. Sorry about my pronunciation. And that's pretty cool. You can see another country.
Yes, we can. We can look right out there. So I was there in Mexico when I was younger. I don't anymore. They did have a lot of drug things and a lot of, uh, murders and different things like that. So I
Yeah.
stopped doing that.
Yeah, I think that talking about that, using that word intimidating, I think drugs, it is something to talk about because it's a big factor in the world we live in. So we have to acknowledge it. Definitely, I do find it a bit intimidating myself, and just walking around some of the streets of some of these cities like San Francisco, you see so many people on the streets selling and offering drugs, and it's
Mm.
yeah, that's a big conversation.
Mm. Hi Trey, I've
Hey, Troy.
got you down on the reading list. Marie's asked for 3-month reading, and then Trey. So we'll do this in just a bit. We're going to talk a little. Hi, Carlos. Hey, hi. Oh, Carlos, thank you for sharing. You guys share and get some people in here and they can get some readings as well. If you want a reading, you just ask and I'll put you on the list. We'll get to as many as we can in just a bit. So the big thing here, we have all these holidays coming in. A lot of people are going to celebrate Yule, if they're pagan or Wiccan or whatever, and then Christmas and Hanukkah, and then we have a bright, shiny New Year coming in, which is really exciting. And Shawana, I'm going to put you on. Marie says, what you guys doing for Christmas? I'm staying home and working. I think so.
Yeah, maybe staying at home and working.
Oh, are you doing the same thing as I'm doing?
Yeah, of course, Debbie. Whatever you're doing, I'm following you.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of missed a lot of getting ready and stuff because I was so busy, and a lot of stuff happening. Uh, when we talk about things coming up, that synchronicity and this, that, and the other, I've had so much going on right now where I'll think something and it'll be said on TV. I mean, I'm just going, what's going on? What's going on? But the one thing that was really hard is I have a sister that had kidney surgery. They were talking about kidney cancer. And in the same week, one of my best friends told me she had kidney cancer and she was having surgery, which she just had yesterday. And I'm just sitting here going, what the heck is going on? So I've been filled with, kind of juggling all my friends and family and all of that. And so I didn't really get too much into the spirit, but I love to bake. And I'll be baking a lot, and I just getting all the ingredients in, and I'm going to take that time to have some fun. But yeah, it's been a real kind of tough, Christmas season for me because that's what I celebrate. What do
Yeah,
you,
and sorry, what you gonna
I
ask
was
me?
just going to ask what what you celebrate and what planning on doing.
I'm not big on holidays or things like that. I'm more into Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Each day is a blessing and getting the most out of it. But I do appreciate different weather events that change and affect our mood and affect our ability to manifest in the world and operate. And I just feel 2022 has a lot of challenges for a lot of people, and um, 2023 I think is going to be the same thing. It feels a bit sort of up and down, left and right, lots of dichotomies, people passing over, people having challenges, and that's a challenge of life. There doesn't feel like there's any major shifts. It does seem like people are waking up gradually. There is a general awakening, which is a positive thing. But for me, I don't have a sort of practice where I've gone on a lot of Buddhist retreats during Christmas, so maybe that's something I've done previously. Just get away. I think I like that idea of retreating when everyone else is dancing in the streets. I like to get away and have silence and stillness. That's probably my ideal.
We are so different. I'm the one who wants to do all the crazy party games and and have the Christmas party, and I haven't been able to do that for a few years because of COVID. And but we're going to do our best. But I miss being around people. But I will say one thing: for the pandemic, it's really taught me uh, to keep myself company and to get things done. And I started writing books, fantastic books. I'm just so excited about it. And so if anything, it gifted me a little bit of what it's like to kind of be solitary. So and I think that was really, really good.
When life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
Well, that's what I have, lemon water right there. Okay. Marie says, when you mean silence, David, you mean you just meditate and chill?
Yeah, yeah. But I also mean I've been to there's a retreat in Serpentine, for instance, and I've been there on a number of occasions, and so it's very, very silent, as in far away from the city. So that's what I really like, being in places where there's no noise or less noise, and that's quite important. And I think if you're quite sensitive, there's a lot of people who feel the same way. I don't feel good about noise, and the one of my teachers, he took me to his. It's kind of like a hut. They call it a kuti. It's a little. He's a monk and a teacher, and he calls it a cave, and it it's made from the outside. It looks like a room, but when you look at it inside, you see it's actually a cave. So the walls are constructed out of stone, and the door has rock. It's also got stone or rock made. The door's made out of rock and stone. So when you go inside, it's one of the most silent places you can find, because
Oh
it's
yeah,
it
insulated.
yeah, it's insulated like a cave. And so he's actually quite famous. So he's one of the most famous teachers in the world, and that's how he chooses to live. And I'm also kind of I like that idea. Although I live in a normal house, I like that idea of really silence, really moving outside of the sort of mainstream society, and outside of the sounds, to really inhabit silence. So that's, Maria. I like true silence, like a little meditation pod, or a space that's the distractions are removed.
Oh my goodness! So you like quiet time? I'm making all the noise. I make all the
Yeah.
noise.
Have you tried a float pod? Or
Oh no,
so those are very, very
no.
silent, because you're in the water, a float tank, and you can buy a float tank, and they're quite popular now. So that's a real experience of silence. So I love the float tanks.
I think I need to experience something like that too, because people tell me that when they're doing their meditations and when it's all quiet and everything, that's when they feel like they can, get connected more and converse with Jesus or God or whoever their higher power is. I do that all the time, but I should try it, to see
Well, some
what comes
people
in.
are, some people get claustrophobic. It's not for everyone, and just, for me, dropping into that silence, it really helps me. Sensory deprivation, it gives me that support to really drop in without the distractions. Just make sure just make sure you're careful with taking self-care measures and um, because do you know what those little pods look like? Because it's a small little space, and
Is it like an egg or a coffin?
yeah, it's like a coffin, exactly. So not everyone's into that. Some people
No.
are not.
I don't know that I really want to do that. I'd probably, how they have here, like amethyst rooms, they have rose quartz rooms, the whole
Mm.
lining in the ceiling and everything is, I would do that. And it could be quiet. And then I would be in with, hopefully some heat
Mm.
and amethyst or something. I think that'd be cool. I don't want to
I
get
think
locked in anything.
well, I think the tradition of sauna, going into saunas, is wonderful, and I really like that. And I've got a friend so I was using her sauna a lot, and that's a real opportunity to drop in deeper and to remove distractions, and the heat kind of triggers a sort of your body kind of, it stimulates your body, so there's you're able to focus much better. I find it's a little focus machine, because you kind of sweat out all the toxins, sweat out all the distractions, and then you become quite hot, and it kind of focuses the mind.
Oh, I can't do that because I'm allergic to cold and I'm allergic to heat. And
Oh,
heat will make me very, very, very ill, very ill. And the last time I took a hot bath, and I got really sick, and then I really wanted a hot shower. I really wanted it, and I paid for that. And so I can't do it. And that's
yeah,
why I'm in Southern California, where it's, so mild. Um, I'm in trouble maybe if I go to the snow. I'm in trouble if I go to the desert. So here's just right.
have you been to a sweat lodge before?
No. And that's because I knew years and years ago, like, well, 28 years ago, that I can't get into heat, or, I just can't. My body
Yeah,
just, it's like hives. If anybody's had hives head to toe,
yeah,
and your body starts having fevers and you get really sick. So I
and
couldn't do anything like that.
I think it is really important to know yourself, know your body, know your limitations, because I don't know if you heard a few years ago there were people who did some sweat lodge and they actually died. I think one or
Yeah.
two people actually
This is the
died.
United States. Yeah.
Yeah, you heard about that. So
Yes.
I've been in sweat lodges where I do feel like I'm dying. So
Oh,
maybe maybe don't push yourself too hard, just know your limitations.
yeah.
But
No, I think having that silence is something that probably people need, but I have comfort in, having the music on or the TV on or whatever. I have comfort in having noise around for whatever reason.
well, a lot of things are ritualistic, and the intention is powerful. And there's something about being in a hot space and sweating out with the intention of, I'm clearing away the past, I'm clearing away my trauma, I'm clearing away my struggles in life, and this is all being released from my body. And that's a symbolic pathway, a symbolic journey. And so many of those traditions we've lost, and that's a real void or gap in society and with people. And that's why they turn to drugs, because there's a lack of these symbolic rituals where people feel rooted to the earth, connected to life, connected to other people, and understanding the human journey, the human process, that we always going through cycles, we're always undergoing challenges. And I love the hero's journey, for instance, because it's all about learning the lessons.
Well, I don't know that's why people turn to drugs, but I mean, I have a
Well,
little different take on that. But
well,
Native
it's not.
Americans here are always do those sweat lodges, so
I,
still
I
going.
would say if you go to a connected Native American tribe, they have everything in place to guide them and support them through the life journey. So they don't need to grasp onto something outside of themselves because they don't have a void. But there are multiple reasons why people do take drugs, and there's not a single one reason. It's complicated because everyone's different. But often people, certain people are more vulnerable to the lure of drugs, and certain people have more. Certain people have addictive personalities. But it is complex. It often it's people who are more vulnerable, let's say, to outside pools, outside influences, outside agendas.
Right. I think people get people hooked on drugs and stuff. But I want to say this. My family comes from Sonora, Mexico, and we're Yaqui Indians. And the fact is, in the United States, our tribes were, almost taken out of existence, uh, and what happened through all of that ended up being poverty, ended up being alcoholism to the max, alcoholism. And any promises that the U.S. government gave to the tribes or whatever was lies. And so we're getting back to where we're finding our stories and our culture and building it back from being almost destroyed. And so they are now getting into these things. But I have cousins that, and they went from the alcohol into the drugs, and they're finally coming back, and they're young people. So it's going to be a long time healing for Native Americans, but they're,
Yeah,
proud, and they're strong, and they're grasping at their culture again, and they're going forward. So I just kind of wanted to say that, because it's not like they have always had their culture to build on. They, in extreme poverty and all of that, they did go to alcoholism. And so not all tribes were the same, but I'm going to say in my
but
vision, it was
I
that way.
can speak about Australia because the First Nations people have a very big alcohol issue,
Oh,
and there's so many factors, but the breakdown of a culture, because those cultures were all working well before colonization, before westernization, or they worked well, and that harmony they had has been disrupted. And often there's some fantastic books about African tribes and colonialism, and often what happened was I would say people got caught between worlds, between civilizations, and I think that's a big factor, because if you get taken out of your family or removed from your your tribe, it's very hard to interact with the world, to know who you are, because you've been removed from the history and the ancestors. So it's such a complicated topic, because people, there is like a void. You remove them from their tribal heritage, and then what influences do they have? So often alcohol's there as a healing. People are grasping onto it just to help them to function, to help them get by in the world.
I think sometimes that's an escape, and just something to get feel better, or just forget, or boredom or whatever. But in the United States, they are proud and they're strong and they're all, working towards getting back what was lost. So I'm glad about that. I just told everybody we'd be doing readings soon. And I want to talk just quickly. We've got this new year coming, and I think that there's a lot of ways that we can prepare to go into this with a positive attitude and everything. And I don't know if you have a certain thing that you do, David. I know that, Wiccans and everyone, they're going to celebrate Yule. And when we start the new year, we're going to put a lot of positive manifesting out there and rituals and different things like that. Are you take everything day to day, or is January 1st a special day for you that you do something?
I always feel it's a special day, and really to be realistic with one's goals and how one looks back at the previous year, because this, to look at what the year symbolizes, what it represents. So 2023 is it's a number 7 in numerology, a universal year. So you add 2 plus 2 plus 3 to get to the 7. So 7 there is opportunity for awakening, for spiritual development, intuition, and to develop one's inner wisdom. It can be a bit of an individual year, so independence can also be an important factor. So that's the energy of 2023. So we can work with that energy, and we also have an individual every year. If you add your own personal birth year with the numerology of 2023, then you'll get your personal year. So every year we have a collective year and then a personal year. So you just need to add the numbers of your birth date with that 2023. But you add the individual numbers, so 2 plus 2 plus 3, which is 7. So I do think working with the numerology is important. But every year there's 365 days or 364 days or whatever it is, and it's important to be realistic with yourself and with your goals, and rather tackle something small, like I'm going to walk every morning for 5 minutes, than say I'm going to start running a marathon every morning, because that's what people do. And they make unrealistic goals, and then it ends in disappointment. So just start small is what I always say to people. Don't say you're going to make $1 million, in 1 year. Maybe $1 million in 3 years, or whatever it is. Just don't make it too much, because realism is really helpful. And by all means, aim for the stars. Aim really high, but just add the realistic factor in there, because that's so important. So Marie, you sent me your number. So you would add 1 plus 2 plus 7 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 2, which is 3. That would be 30. So your number would be 30. Your numerology number would be 3. So 3 is usually quite a creative and artistic number, and definitely there's some ability with your imagination, and creativity is a big factor. But also 3s are often leaders, so they often express themselves creatively, like musicians, writers, actors. They're often 3s.
That's interesting. I love numerology.
So your personal number is a 1. I just worked it out, Marie. So your year number is a 1.
Oh, and Marie says she's full of ideas too.
Fantastic.
Okay, so I had Marie, Trey, and Shawana. So far, when I ask if who's ready and if they're ready, I have just Marie. So let me know if you're ready, you guys, for a reading. And she says, thank you, David. And Marie, I'm going to do a 3-month reading for you. Let me grab my cards. I have a boo-boo, which I got a boo-boo. I cut my finger this week, so I've been working with 9 instead of that one.
So, how's that been?
It's fine, you know, where people say, oh, I've had that kind of cut and it's really, really hurts. I had no pain. And of course, I immediately call in Archangel Raphael, and then I start putting healing into it. I have had no pain, but it sure didn't want to stop bleeding for a long time. But it's fine. I just keep it covered.
Yeah.
All right, Marie.
I injured my thumb it was quite bad a couple of years ago, and I went to the hospital, and it was quite a strange thing for a few weeks, just a few weeks. You know, for instance, just having anything involving water, it becomes a problem. So I was luckily I have my right hand, so I could still do most things with my right hand. But just, for instance, having a shower and cleaning yourself, I was putting my hand up, actually over we had a shower that was, you could put your hand over it, if it makes sense. It had those glass, the glass wall only went up to sort of 6 foot or whatever. So I put my hand over the glass wall, and then I could shower quite freely the rest of myself with my one hand. But it was quite really challenging when you have one hand. You really appreciate even just having both hands, having 10 fingers. It makes such a difference, because it's easy to take things for granted.
I know, that one finger.
Just one finger, yeah.
Trey, I saw that you said you're still here. You'll be next.
So we're getting Marie.
Marie, I'm not doing December because we're almost at the end. I always do include it just in case, but that can be a surprise the rest of the month. Enjoy it. I'm going to tell you what I do have for you. I have cards already. So, Marie, the card that comes out for you, I do get an importance of somebody coming in or someone in your life. I get a very strong personality. So this person would have a justice theme of what's right and wrong. Very loud. I feel like louder personality. I feel like strong opinions. I feel like intelligent and very much a leader. Strong. Okay. So either somebody you know or somebody coming in. I do get that you're thinking a little bit. Let me see. I don't really see you going on a trip right here when I'm scanning stuff, but that might be on your mind. Maybe you wish you went on a trip or something, but I do get this crossing over you. Now, in the future, I want you to be a little bit careful. Sometimes when I get this card, the Knight of Swords, it means somebody steps in, and it can be a male that's not committing to whatever's going on, but it also can mean to be careful and don't rush into things. Don't commit unless you know you really want to do something, okay? I do get you being responsible. I'm going to put that sticker right here of being responsible on your forehead. This is in your past position, like getting success through your hard work and effort, okay? It's a very good character card. So when I look at January 2023, I do feel like there's an importance right away of a male that is very money-minded. Okay, money means a lot to this person. They're usually very good with it. But I see also in the same breath of having something built up, whatever you have going on, built up, whatever, I feel like you leave it. It's time. Your future is that away. And when we have something that we built up, we're not quite finished, it's good. Let it go. Let it go. Go in that other direction. And I see you doing that. I do have you like celebrated in February. I feel like you do something really well, like a talent card or something. I get a lot of emotional joy and success from something you do really good. And I love that here. We also have this a male that steps in importance. I do get a father type of energy here. I do get someone that likes to be around water, softer personality, very good. I feel like very, kind, loving, devoted person that steps in here in importance. As well as when I get to March, I have a really big card here for you. So the Hangman card comes when we are say we have a soul contract that we wrote something in to experience or bring somebody in from a past life or whatever. We do have that here. So we're experiencing something that we wanted to come into our life. You brought it in. I also get a whole new path for you. So when we go on this path, let your intuition guide you. That's what you need to do. Your gut, your intuition will guide you, that little voice, whatever, your spirit guides, whoever. But they need to guide you because you have this wonderful opportunity of having this positive attitude. And I'm going on this new journey. Just let yourself and the other side guide you on that. Okay? It's really, really good. So that's what I have for you.
All right, Marie. So I'm getting definitely. I got a 1 on a card, the Sun card, which is a 1, and the Sun represents new energy, new beginnings, blessings. It's a very positive card, but that's also lined up with your numerology. So as I spoke to before we did your numerology, that there's new beginnings, independence, that more initiation, achievement, more clarity than in the last year. I feel like things have shifted and you're starting a new cycle. So this is going to be a year of progress, a year of change, a year of releasing the past. I do feel there's some health issues, and I really recommend, well, to everyone really, COVID, this so-called pandemic, is another sort of sign that the universe is saying, kind of, look after your health. And whatever there's a lot of fear in the media, or fear, and we need to disconnect from that fear and take personal responsibility, because no one is going to make you healthy but yourself. So there's so many books you can read about sugar. Just avoid it or minimize all sugar, just as a simple thing for everyone. You may make, like, on a Sunday you're gonna have some treat, but really it's best to just avoid completely where possible, and also read the ingredients of anything you buy in a shop, because especially if you go to the supermarkets, they're kind of 90% unhealthy. And so you can avoid most of the supermarket. All that packaging is just lies, deception, seducing you into bad health, essentially. So yeah, just coming back, I'm getting a bit distracted with that message. So Marie, so make sure you take that really seriously, because that's important. And I was speaking to everyone, not just you. But the Sun card's really important for bringing blessings. So you're getting these new blessings. It's a sort of harbinger of new things, new life, a change, new light in your life, divine inspiration, personal growth. So there's a lot of growth and blessings coming your way. So that's really, really positive, Marie. Definitely, it's important you don't give up, because I feel like you're getting closer. You've gone through some challenges, but things, like, sometimes your faith has been tested, and it's really important that you take this sign that you're facing the right direction. The potential is going to be manifest. You're planting new seeds, so don't lose faith. Keep focused now. Plant new seeds. and keep shifting into this new age, into this new life. Keep holding your vision. That's really important, because I got a card. It's a new earth card. So I've got the sun, I've got the new earth, and those are kind of incredibly powerful symbolic cards for you. It's saying, wow, this is a new life opening up for you. And that's also accentuated by the numerology I mentioned before. This is a new cycle coming from you. So change is happening. There has been a bit of in the past card, a bit of a lack of motion, or sense that your personal freedom's limited. Like you can't move in your life, things aren't moving forward, you're stuck. So I really feel that's coming to an end, that these kind of this sort of energy is shifting for you, but it's really important you take action. So don't just wait for things to happen. This is the time of really stepping forward into prosperity, into abundance, into taking decisions, making new choices, embracing the spirit of freedom, broadening your spiritual perspective, and seeing the world as your oyster. So that's really what I have for you, Marie. It's a new life developing for you. The universe is opening up, and expect the unexpected. Be open to synchronicities, and wishing you a wonderful Christmas and a wonderful 2023.
That's great. Hey, Trey. After Trey, I have Shawana. And so Trey, oh my goodness. I decided I'm going to do 3 months for everybody in the new year, 2023. And Trey, hey, what is your talent? The first card down is my talent card, 3 cups. 3 of cups. And when it comes down first or fourth, I'm usually talking to somebody who is talented, very, very talented. So I do get that for you. I feel like getting a lot of emotional and joy and success from something you do really well, but I do get talent for you. Crossing over you is the money man. So I don't know if you feel like that, like Debbie, show me the money. if it's you or somebody coming in, but I do get this, this money energy over you here. I want to tug at my heartstrings a little bit for you in the future. I do feel a little heartache of some kind. I'm not worried about it. I do feel like that you have amazing cards, and I'll get to that, but I do feel a little heartache. Past position, if usually it's a court or a legal card, but I just want to tell you, it shows me in the past the right decisions made. Boom, boom, boom. Right decisions made. In January, it's a lot. You're busy. You're busy. I think you have a lot going on, extra responsibility, a lot to shoulder. That's okay, because you're getting ready for a brand new big change in your life. I mean, a change of living, a change in lifestyle, all for the better. Very positive, but extremely big change mid-end of January, around there. I do want to tell you that in February, my goodness, talk about success. You're getting your desires. You're checking off your goals. You're making a change for the better in your home, your career. Maybe you'll see the world, but I get a really, really great card here, along with my big success card. Everybody needs to have his February. We need to dole it out. This is a fantastic month. Good things. Now, when I go to March, I want to tell you, I get the romantic dreamer card, which is thinking big ideas and things like that. You should manifest. It's a very, very good, strong manifesting card. I get that you go into a partnership in March, mid to end of March. Important, good, very good partnership. Okay, so that's what I have for you.
Hey Trey. Oh, Diana's come in. Just we have another Debbie in the comments section, so that's exciting. We have 2 Debbies. That's brilliant.
Lucky.
I feel very lucky. 2 Debbies. Wow. And Diana, welcome back. We haven't seen you, I think, for a couple of weeks, and lovely to have you back. Trey, just coming to Trey, you have this wonderful energy, this beautiful heart, and you really have this I would say enthusiasm, the zest for life, for new things, discovering new things, meeting new people, this beautiful open energy. And sometimes, unfortunately, you get pushed down or pushed away, not because of you, but because of other people. So it's like I would describe you as a flower. And sometimes if you put a flower, in a snowstorm or whatever, it's not going to be very it's going to suffer. So just be aware sometimes you're the flower. Just be aware you can put yourself in an environment or with a person that's not into it's not into that kind of energy, and that isn't about you at all. That's about that other person, because you have a radiance that shines forth from you, and I love your energy. It's you just need to know sometimes you need to be strong, you need to step away from people, and don't take it personally, because it feels like you do take it personally, and that's I totally understand that, but just be aware that it's not you, it's them. And if they don't want to be with you, that's their problem. That's their loss, because you're beautiful. You have the radiance. And with Roxy, I feel the same. It's like you're waiting, you keep waiting, and it's like, if that's not working out, then don't let it go. Let things flow. Don't sort of overthink it, or wait for something to happen. Because I really feel like you're worth more than that, and that's like a key thing to say to you. You're worth more. So put that up on your forehead. I am worth it. I am worth more. I'm worth everything in life. I deserve everything in life, and definitely there's a sensuality about you, surrendering to the sweetness. It's kind of like you can taste the fruits of what you've been working for, and it's like the world has so much to offer you, and you're connected to this beautiful astrological energies, the moon, Venus, this wonderful connection that's keeping you inspired. Some of the people are bringing you down, so just be aware that you have this incredible soul, and some of the people around you are bringing you down, and that's not about you, that's about them. So some of the other cards, I feel like there's a real pathway here towards more healing and happiness. It's going to require change in your personal life, so you're going to have to start putting yourself first, and breaking some of the patterns of kind of addictive patterns with people. So you're going to need to make external changes. It could mean finding a new place to live, but new opportunities are open for you. There's a new opening. So please feel like the optimism of that new, better things are coming forwards for you. That's really important, that things are improving. And there's actually, there is an opportunity for new romantic connections, and people from your past are gonna also reconnect with you. So keep opening your heart, being open, and making sure that you operate from a self-care perspective, that you honor yourself and put yourself first. Don't give it all away to other people. And really, there is a very positive magician card here. Hi, Eileen. A very positive magician card, passion and action. There's I would say you're able to work with creativity, with direction, with transformation, yin and yang energy, and it's very, very positive blessings in your life. So overall, you have that beautiful magician card. So things are moving in the right direction. It's sometimes just get out of your own way and keep going with the flow, and keep moving, and things are going to change a lot. So be bold, be courageous. This is the time really to step forward, Troy, and take that leap.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah,
Sorry, Trey. Sorry, Trey.
Christmas.
I was just decided I'd do 3 months for everybody, but your cards are fantastic. You guys, we're going to do Shawana, and then we still have time to do readings. But if you have never had a reading with us, would you just put that in the comments? And we'd like to do some readings for some people that are new. Shawana, I already have your cards. Oh my goodness. You know what? If I yell something out right now, I'd say, Debbie, give me some good news. I feel like this represents you. Give me some good news. I want some good news. I don't know. This energy over you is a family reunion, relationship, or a wedding. I just get this energy crossing over right now. Sometimes it can be something coming up, but I do get that. I get that you're going to get a wish come true in the future. So this is going to be past March. By the way, like something you really, really want will come to you. Very, very good. I get this healing for you, like a healing in the past. Can be maybe you just went on a short trip or were healing from something. And this is a good positive card for that. You're headed in the right direction for sure. Let's talk about January. In January, we start out being super responsible. Okay, you get the sticker on your forehead says responsible. You get, like, your success comes from your hard work and effort that you put in. I love this card. I want better, like, yay, we're celebrating, we're having fun, it's a new year. I feel like you're the one that's going to be responsible. Now, I'm going to tell you, I do get this mid to end of January of feeling like some fears and some stuff happening. More in something negative. And I do feel like that you let that go. Because when I get to February, it's like, okay, I'm done. I'm getting rid of whatever doesn't serve me. I've been in it, whatever, and I'm ready to go on to the future, be happy, and make my own way. And be my own person and all of that. I don't need this negative energy. I don't need any fears or anything like that. I'm going to make a change. And you do. I see you doing that. You also have the Knight of Cups here when I look at February. So that means that you should do the law of attraction. You should be manifesting everything that you want in, because it will happen here. This is your portal, your time portal to ask for what you want and let it come in. When I get to March, I do feel like when all this happens, Shawana, then we go, I don't really trust what's ahead. Come on, start manifesting. Know what you want, because you set your goals and then you go after them. You bring in what you want through manifesting, but you have those goals out in front of you, okay? You can trust what's ahead when you're working with the other side, your angels, your guides. You can trust what's ahead. Manifest it. But I get this on the slated right now. I really don't trust what's ahead. Okay. I do want to tell you that March, mid to end of March, is a celebration. So we got party. This is a reason to celebrate that is so strong. I use this for engagement card because it's so strong and like party time. So I do feel like we have a reason to really celebrate at that end of this 3 months. And that's what I have for you.
So, firstly, I was just reading the comments, and Debbie, your life path number is a 2. You're a 29-2, so we can talk about that another time.
Okay.
Diana, congratulations. That's amazing. You're a little shining genius, Diana Banks. She's really, congratulations for your classes, and you're going to do great. And that's great. You enjoyed Avatar. It definitely is spectacular. Yeah, it is spectacular. And Shawana, what I picked for you was, let me just check what I picked. This, so it's really saying strongly, call in support. You're not alone. There's a sense sometimes of disappointment, and I would say that disappointment. We all have that as human beings. That's part of being human. But really, I would encourage you to step forward, call in support when you need it. You're not alone. You have a support team that want you to succeed, and it's really important that you work on your boundaries. You clear the stuff that isn't serving you. I don't. Oh, okay. I was just reading your comments. It's really important you let go of the stuff not serving you. So there's an energy saying there's a cosmic family that really want to help you and support you, and you're feeling often you're feeling alone and separate because you you remember that you remember how it was to be a soul. So it's you're yearning to be a soul, and a soul is free. It moves with consciousness. And now you're in this human world. You're in the material world, as Madonna said, this bounded reality where everything is kind of hard and there's suffering and there's so that's why you're feeling a bit of discomfort, I would say. And just acknowledge, all right, well, that's part of who I am. I just need to keep remembering that I am a soul, and my soul is there for me, and it's saying, work your light, work your light. Don't get, let go of the dark stuff, let go of the past, because you've definitely been, you've definitely suffered a lot. You've come across some difficult experiences in life. There's things that have been very challenging for you, and see that as almost like that's going to launch me. I'm not going to get sucked into the darkness. I'm going to rise above. And I get a victory card. So it's saying you're going to rise above use this for changing and helping other people. You're going to be able to help other people with surviving, because you've survived all these experiences. So it's important you really trust that things are going to get better, that you are going to be able to break free. And I would say freedom is such an important concept for you. You really want to be free, and you look around you at the world and you just go, oh my God, oh my God. So these restrictions seem oppressive. Just make sure you keep clearing and do some practices where you can release stuck energy and old habits and restrictions. It could just be like getting in the shower and releasing the old stuff, and then opening up that thought like a prayer. I'm free to choose my reality. I'm free to choose my reality, because you do have gifts and skills. There is an ability there. There is an ability to fashion the world as you like it. But sometimes you do need to take a step back from the people around you and work on your boundaries, release that all, have very strong boundaries, spend more time in silence so you can work on your intentions, build your power, and really direct your destiny, because I feel like the more strength you can build for yourself, the stronger your destiny is gonna manifest quicker and quicker. So have a wonderful Christmas, Joanna. Keep the faith, and good things are coming to you. So good luck with 2023.
David, can you be on longer, or do you need to go?
Yeah.
You can? Yay! Okay, I'm just picking out people that we have not done a reading for. Kelly. Hi, Kelly. I already have cards down for you. Right now, today, I'm doing 3-month readings, so I'm ready for you. First card that comes down is like, I think that when I get this in a reading, it usually means that you're going to get some money. Like there's money that's yours and you should get it. It's attached to you and should be yours. I really get it down first. That means there may be some money that you feel that you should get. And I believe that you'll manifest that in. But right now I feel like there's something like I should be getting that money, whether it's a refund or inheritance or whatever. I feel like there's some money out there that you should be getting. I do want to tell you that I get this like journey, move, ready to go. I want to get going on something, but this energy crossing over you might be that you want to go on a journey or go somewhere. But I do get this kind of energy over you, get going on something. I do see you in the future, kind of the same old saying, whatever you do to make money, or just doing a job and making money. I want to tell you, I feel in the past position, sadness or loss, I feel like there was a loss of something, almost grief. So I do feel sadness there in your past. When we skip over to January, I do have good news coming for you. And mid to end of January, there is this card of a very strong woman. I get intelligent. I get a justice theme, what's right and wrong. And I feel like this person could do just about anything. Very strong personality steps in here in importance. Okay. Usually they're really, really great women. And I get this very, very good, strong personality. Okay. She's capable. She could do just about anything. She'd be good as an attorney or anything. Very, very good. When we get to February, I want to tell you, I get very stuck with you, like stuck, like I can't do something. It's out of my reach. I can't, my hands are tied to doing it. You need to make sure that you're always going forward in life and going towards your goals. So sometimes when we feel physically or mentally that we just can't affect a change or do something about something, we can, because we bring in manifesting, we bring in the law of attraction. So we're bringing in this magical stuff to come in with us to keep going. So put your goals out there and go through them, even if you're using the law of attraction or whatever. Keep going. I don't want anybody to feel like they're stuck. Now, somebody steps in as a friendship or an ally. I get a female. I get very business-minded. Okay, so they're motivated. And this is what we need sometimes. We need somebody to come in and help push us up to where we want to go or pull us up. So I do feel like there is an ally here for you. Now, talk about good cards. When we get to March, we're going after our goals and our desires, and we're reaching new heights. We're doing super good, really, really good. And we also are facing our fears. So I get you facing your fears. I'm going to put my hands up like this, facing your fears. In March and going forward and really gaining in what you want in life. And that's what I have for you.
So welcome, Kelly. Welcome to the show. Great to see you. I must be honest, I feel a bit of sadness around you. And it could just be that picture. I'm looking at that picture. It's I would say keep clearing the past. Let go, keep letting go. But there's a bit of a winter, it feels like a bit of a winter for you. And winter is just more internal. We reap the seeds in the future. It's slow growth. So be really gentle with yourself. Take plenty of baths, as you would call them. So really warm baths where you can really just stay with yourself. I wouldn't want to be going out too much. So rather stay at home more, work on your inner life, listen to music you enjoy. If you can, practice some spiritual things would be really good for you. But spending more time a little bit away from people would be the key message at the moment. It's not yet time for things to move forward. So the card is, you've got like a weight card hanging over you, which is just you're looking out at the world and you're thinking that things are being prepared for you in the background, but you need time just to rest a little bit, to stay a little bit grounded, rest. You need to reset. So it's a waiting period, a resetting period. And so don't expect things to change quickly. Just plant the seeds. Things are being prepared for you in the background. So trust that even if nothing's happening, it is, however long the winter, the spring will always come. So the spring is going to come, Kelly. So remember, you don't need to solve all the world's problems in a single day. Perhaps sometimes just having a good night's sleep, gaining some perspective is going to help you. So slow down, switch things off if you can, rest, have patience, trust the mystery of life. and be just be really patient. The other cards that there are still things happening in your emotional life, some challenges. It's a bit of storms happening. Feels like you're clashing with some family members, people you're close to, where there's a bit of a storm. And so just let that storm wash over you. Don't get too caught up in that, because in the future there's someone coming through that's going to be really important. It's more of a loving connection. So there's I feel like there is a romantic karmic romance coming in for you. And also I would say finally, be grateful for what you have. Be thankful for what you do have, and that's really going to help move things forward. I know a lot of us struggle with gratitude because we want our life to be a certain way. So because we didn't win the lottery, it's hard to be grateful for winning the lottery. But remember, when you think of other people, there's so many people suffering in the world, and during the epidemic, a lot of people died, but people are suffering throughout the world. And remember, whatever you have, be grateful for that. And that's going to help manifest. That's going to help shift the energy. So I would say that's a really strong element for you moving into Christmas and into 23. Just really be grateful for what you have. And good luck to you, Kelly. I hope things will get better soon. And I know they are going to get better when the sun comes up. It will be spring, and then it will be a new time in your life.
Oh. Kelly, we're so sorry for the loss that you had. Okay, let's keep going. We have Eileen. This was the first time for her. Hi, Eileen. Thank you for coming to our show. I do have some cards for you, and I'm looking at 3 months for you, January, February, March of 2023. But you have 4 cards. Now, the card that comes down for you is my card of home. It's like house and home, or new home, or fixing home up, but it is all about home. And I really like that a lot. And, having it comfortable or making it comfortable. But the card that comes in a reading means that somebody gets a new house. This comes in representing you, home. I'm going to tell you that the energy crossing over you is a little bit of holding a secret or something. We're holding something, not wanting to tell. That's fine. I just get this energy crossing over. Now you get a message from the other side. Nobody got that today because they're not supposed to. It only comes to certain people. Let me tell you, for the future, it says to hang in there. Have hope and courage. Get your inspiration from above, your higher power. Walk with God or your angels, whoever you go to, because things are going to be really better for you in the future. Have a positive attitude and manifest for what you want. That must be you, David. A siren?
Oh, yeah.
There it goes. Okay,
yeah,
there it goes. Okay, I do get a little confusion and struggle in the past position, but that's in the past. I do get good news of money for you coming in right in the first few weeks of January. So money looks a little bit better, as well as getting along with someone in somewhat of a partnership, getting along with somebody mid to end of January. Very good cards. We're going to go right into February of being with people, working along with them, or being and getting along with people. Very, very good. As well as having a party or a celebration more towards the end of February. Mid to end of February. I feel like this is a big celebration here. Sometimes when I get this card where we talk about engagements and stuff, it's such a good card for celebration. So I do see that in February. In March, we either have a short trip or we're on our good healing of our body and everything at this point. I also feel like that you're going to make an important big decision. It's going to be the right decision. So no, mid to end of March, the right decision is made. Okay. That's what I have for you.
So, welcome, Eileen. It's wonderful to have you on the show. And the message that came through strongly is to let go. That was the first thing I got. Let go. I feel like there's almost like the cuts and burns and bruises from the past that you're carrying with you, and it's just we all suffer, and you're just carrying that with you, and it's like you're carrying a load on your back, and I feel like you don't have to keep carrying that. You can just let that go. It sounds really, I make it sound really easy. I know releasing emotionally, it can take a bit of work, but it's the consciousness and the intention. If you really have a very strong intention, things can happen quickly. So I believe that you can let go. I believe you can let go. Don't get caught up in what happened in the past too much, because it's not feeding your soul. It's not nurturing you, because there is support coming in for you from the other side, but it feels like there's a certain struggle with being human, with being in the world, with wanting to be somewhere else, to fully being here. But the reason you're here is to go through this process, and it's important that you get back to praying, and working with transcendence, working with the spiritual aspect. I think that's going to be really important. That it is a challenge having this human experience, because as I've been speaking about, we're a soul. I mean, we're in a human body, but we're a soul, and if you're very connected to your soul, then the body is going to seem a bit strange, or just looking around at the planet and hearing sirens in the background, you're like, what is that? So it's really important that you let go, that you appreciate who you are, appreciate the small gifts, and don't get too caught up in what happened in the past. Let that dissolve, and then that's really going to help you a lot, Eileen, because it feels like financially things are stuck. Like you just need to be careful with your spending, and sort of I would say just rather give really small gifts for Christmas that are thoughtful, and make someone a special card, but don't just be careful with your expenditures at the moment. Live more conservatively, because value what you have and who you are, instead of sort of wanting to spend money externally. Rather, because I do feel there's something coming to you in terms of financially that is positive. It just may be an investment that's paying off for you in the future. But right now, just be mindful, to be careful with your money, and don't spend too much. But there is a door opening for abundance, and that's really positive. And you do have manifesting power. There's a magician ability within you as well. So make sure that you use your intentions powerfully, that you start to imagine that magic is going to happen for you, that magic happens to you when you live in your consciousness, when you live in your universal truth, because you have this incredible connection with spirit, which I feel like you just forget about it sometimes. So this is a reminder, this is a knock on the door to hear that call. And synchronicity is a reminder that things are working for you, that things are working for you in the background. So take care of yourself, Eileen. Lots of love to you, and happy holiday season, and take care.
So we are almost 20 minutes over, but if you don't mind, we can't get to everybody, so sorry. Please come. We're on at 3 p.m. Tuesdays Pacific time, and please come in early when we start forming the list. But we did want to catch some new people. And Misty, when I saw yours, I wanted to take some cards for you. Okay, I just wanted to kind of look, I'm looking past December, okay? But these first four cards are for you. I just wanted to connect because you said life has been rough lately. The card that comes down that shows me a little bit about what's happening with you is making a change, kind of letting go of whatever didn't serve you, and I need to make a change. Um, I do see a positive change coming, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. I do get this healing card also over you. So I do feel like, that is a process that's going on now. Now, you do get this card of feeling stuck, like I can't do anything in the future type of, past March. And I don't want you to be that way. I want you to freely make your goals and go forward in life. If you don't know how to manifest, you can get a hold of me at psychicfixes@gmail.com. And you're in Facebook, and so you're coming through that way. But psychicfixes@gmail, let me send you a free copy of my manifesting guide, because I really feel that that's the way to not feel in the future, I can't do anything about this. We have to have options and opportunities, and that can help. I get in the past something about the house. I don't know if you got a different house or something happened to the house, but I do get that being a strong thing in the past. Okay. Something about the house in the past. When I get to January, I do have a little love for you, but let me tell you what I do have for you. I have psychic ability. I have very strong intuition. So this is something you can develop and do something about it. You would have that ability on par with me. So develop that. I get very, very good. Go with your intuition, go with your gut. When I get to February, I do feel like you are conversing with the other side, whether it's at night, which would be a good time, or in dreams. They are listening to you. They hear you, and I see you conversing with them. Okay. I do want to tell you, we have a positive, good thing here. Like an idea comes, you grab it and you go after it. You implement it successfully. So this takes you in a new direction. It's very, very good thing. I want to tell you, March, I do get that time of kind of going along with the flow. Whatever's good for everybody's good for you. If you feel like flowing and letting everything kind of go like that, okay. Otherwise, flip the switch and become the person that controls and the person that leads and all of that. Okay. Because we're just kind of going along to see what's going on. Sometimes that's okay. Sometimes we need it. If you feel that's not what you want to do, then step it up. I do want to tell you, I get the Ace of Cups here at the end of March, mid-end of March. Do know that that is like when we have an open heart for love. Open heart, blessings, and joy. I'm ready for this great love to come in. Also, FYI, Misty, it is. I use this card for fertility as well. So, FYI, if it's applicable. But open heart, blessings, and joy. It's a very loving card. So, again, psychicfixes@gmail.com, and I will send you a digital copy of my book on manifesting if you want it. That's what I have for you.
So, Misty, I'm really sorry for your loss. That's really.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Oh
so
my gosh.
Yeah, so we just send you condolences and sending you all the love from our hearts, and know that that's really difficult, and as you said, it was unexpected, and I do feel like he's in a good place actually, and that was his soul choice. So just to let you know that his soul made that choice. Whatever accidents seem on the in the world, they it's terrible when you an accident is really quite traumatic for all of us. But he chose that point. That was his point to leave. So he's in a good place. He's doing a lot of processing at the moment, and he is behind you to support you. So you may get signs that he's with you at the moment, because he's right behind you. So just watch out for that you have him to support you, and he's gonna be around you for a while. So just be mindful of him, and send him love and receive his love, and know that it's a difficult time for you, that was his sole choice. So that didn't happen by accident. It was intentional. But overall, your reading tells me that you just need to take a bit of time out, and you're giving away a lot of energy, which you're giving away too much energy. So you just need to come back, come back to yourself. But it is a time of grieving. So I don't want to talk too much. Um, it's telling me that your life is a canvas, that you do have a lot of ability to manifest. It's also telling me that you're not for everyone. That acknowledge that you've got a sort of unique personality, which I love. I love that. Other people may not resonate. So we're not, none of us is for everyone. Whatever I say, some people will like it, some people won't like it. It's just the nature of this world. So important that you embrace your uniqueness. But in the future, there's a lot of romance coming. I feel a lot of romance, a lot of divine masculine, Archangel Michael. So there's a lot of first chakra support for you. There's a door to romance opening up. So there's more love that's coming into your experience. So so watch out for that. That's new love is going to arrive, new connection, and and you're going to feel tender. I feel like you'll feel more tender about that, more from your heart. And there's energetic potential here. But also make sure that you're looking after yourself during this difficult time, and keep attracting loving kindness, particularly tenderness towards yourself, self-love. Call on Archangel Michael, because he comes along to give you stability and bring you safety. But essentially, there is a flowering love around you. So those cards are really beautiful. And sending you love, Misty, and thank you for coming on our show today. And have a wonderful Christmas.
Oh gosh. Yes, everybody have a great holiday. And donations for this show go to David Starlyte. PayPal is scrolling in the description of the show. So I think it is paypal.com, PayPal me, Starlyte Meditation. So if you want to bless David with some donations, that would be great. So I'm so sorry we couldn't get to everybody. Please come back Tuesday and come in early. Jennifer, Deborah, Debbie, Petra, and Sad Girl. Look at, we had Deborah, Debbie. We made a quorum here in the Deborahs. So David, you have a wonderful holiday.
I was thinking we could have a Debbie show.
The Debbie show.
Well, thank you so much, Debbie, and wishing everyone lots of love, and stay safe over the holiday season. Make sure to give yourself plenty of self-care, self-love, and acknowledge that it was a tough year for many people, and that year is coming to an end. 2023 is also going to be challenging, so just rest. If anything, just do more resting, more self-care, more self-loving.
Okay, you guys, we're going to go. See you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.